I think one of the reasons why fathers feel stuck, and I think y'all might be asking yourself that, is since we're going into 2026 and leaving out of 2025, I don't want y'all to feel stuck in the past. Whether you had to go to court a lot, or you're not able to see your kids, or just parental alienation, I want y'all to know that you have support and you have people around you that can really help you. And most fathers, sometimes they feel stuck based on the circumstances that they're in. And sometimes we can't even pick the circumstances we're in. I mean, sometimes time just has a way of handing us sometimes what we deserve, and sometimes what we don't necessarily deserve. Everything in life is not fair. It's not fair for people all the time, and it's not fair for fathers all the time. But I want y'all to get out of the stuck stage and be able to come out of 2025 and be able to walk into 2026 like a new person, a new being, and a new father, almost like with a vengeance, like to be the best father that you can be. And sometimes I think what happens is fathers feel stuck. And I want to get you out of that place as a father, and I want to help be that guide and really show you that you can make it out of that. And I want to tell you why a lot of fathers just feel stuck. Like they can't get out of it, or they can't get out of the rut that they're in. And a lot of times it just has to do with past holidays. Sometimes we got to understand as men is that when we're alienated away from our kids or our offspring, it really takes a toll on us. And what do I mean by that? Because if you're not able to see your kids, and don't get me wrong, like I see my kids, so I'm always thankful. Like my ex-wife, we talk and stuff like that. It's not about letting me see them. It's not about any of that. It's always, I told her many times, you're not in control of anything. I said, we parent together. You, the mother, and I'm the father. And sometimes you have to establish that boundary. You shouldn't be asking for permission to see your kids, because that's not the way it works. Y'all made the kid together. You have the same right, the same justice, the same authority as she does. And I need you to understand that as a father, is that just because the holidays roll around and stuff like that doesn't mean you get to see your kids. And don't get me wrong, custody orders are different. And even mine, the way we just always done it is I always see my kids on Christmas Day. And then if I want to keep them all the way to New Year's, which my ex-wife always wants me to do, I don't always do it, but sometimes I do. And it's just based on like the court order and stuff like that. And sometimes we don't even follow the court order. It's like, this is what it is. This is the day. Like, she knows all the time, I'm going to be in town on Christmas Day. No matter what year it is, it doesn't matter. I'm always going to be in town because Christmas Day is my favorite time. It's a way to celebrate Jesus Christ and the birth of Jesus. And it's also just a time for me. I love it because I like being around my mom, my kids, and my family. And since my ex-wife is Latin American, they always celebrate Christmas Day, like basically on Christmas Eve, which is the day before. So they always spend time with my ex-wife, my kids do. And then what they do from there is the next day I pick them up. So it always goes. It ain't never gonna change. When people ask me what I'm doing for Christmas Day, the same thing I do every year. They're gonna be with their mom on Christmas Eve, and on Christmas Day, I will be picking them up. That's how it's gonna go. It's not gonna change. And that's what I mean, like past holidays, even during Thanksgiving, I don't even know if I was supposed to have my kids or not. I just didn't pick them up, and I said, what do y'all want to do? Who want to spend time with my mom? Okay, cool. I just asked my kids. And sometimes I know y'all aren't blessed to have that type of relationship. And, I want to do my best to try to help and guide you. Maybe sometimes you can talk to your ex-wife or talk to the person that you had a kid with to really get that time. But sometimes you have a holiday hangover. And what I mean by holiday hangover, sometimes you weren't able to see your kids and you're in a slump because you haven't seen your kids, and it really bothers you as a man because you're like, wow, I can't even see my own kids on holidays. And some of y'all might need to go back to court. And some of y'all can just talk to the person that you had a kid with, and you'll be able to see your child. And I want y'all to know that y'all can make it through that slump from Thanksgiving or Christmas. And sometimes I think fathers too, they get stuck because they're busy. They don't have a sense of direction. Just because you're busy every day doesn't mean you have a direction. Do you write down your goals? Do you have goals set up for that day to where you're saying, okay, these are my goals set up for today. These are my goals set up for this week. And this is what I'm going to do. And that's what you really want to do, is that you want to make sure that even though you might be busy, make sure that your busyness is accomplishing something. You have a sense of direction. Like if you're building a house or working outside, are you working every day to build it? And is it making progress to the end? Is there an end point? Is there a solution to it? Like for instance, for me, I work in research. We work on research projects and mice and stuff like that. It's always a 6 month to a year project, always. We know when to end, we know when it starts, and this is how it's supposed to end. No matter what, you read the protocol, hey, look, we're doing research during this time, whether it's inside the lab or doing animal research, that's the way it is. I know what it is, I know it because I read it. Okay, this is what we're doing. All right, what type of drugs are we doing? With tumor measurements, stuff like that, that's how it is. So you want to have a sense of direction. And sometimes what happens is when you're uncertain as a man, you feel stuck because you don't have a sense of authority. You have no control. You don't know where you're going. And then it rubs off on the kids. So if you don't know where you're going, then you're asking your kids, hey, what do you want to be when you grow up, little Tommy or Benny? How are they going to know? You don't even know what you want to do as a father. You might just be working a 9-to-5 job or something like that, or working at McDonald's or Whataburger or something. And it's like, you might have thought that was okay at the time. But as you got older, you're like, okay, I need a direction. But it's like, are you showing your kids a direction? Are you showing them you can stay calm under pressure? Are you showing them the holidays are here, but I'm going to stay calm and I'm going to stay calm, like around you and be there for you, even though I'm going through it? Are you still trying to call them to try to get in contact with them? So try to get out of that rut, make improvements, wake up earlier, set that schedule that you need, and really have a sense of direction, priorities. What I mean by priorities, like, you don't need to hang out with a woman all the time. You don't need to go out to eat with them all the time. Your main priority should be number one, God, number two, your family. And then you should be focusing on, hey, I need to really make sure that my kids are safe and sound. And you should put your kids first at some capacity, whether it be in a spot of first, second, or third, because you want to be there for them. And that's what I mean. Like, you have to make steps. You got to take the first step. And then the next step will be shown to you, but you got to take that first step to get out of it, of what it is that you're in. Like, put the drugs down, put the alcohol down, and just focus on what you need to do to be the best father that you can be. Because once you become that better father, I'm telling you, your kids will fall in line. Because they're going to say, okay, my dad, he's a really good dad. He's trying to do everything he can. Like, I'll give you another example. I do like a Bible study and stuff like that, and I'm not going to put no names out or nothing like that, but it's like, a couple of these kids that I know, I was like, hey, where's your dad? They're like, we got locked up again. I was like, what happened? He did something. I don't even know what the guy did. So then he got locked up. I said, well, have y'all talked to him? They said, no. When he calls, he just called to talk to his girlfriend. He don't even want to talk to us. And it's like, do you want your kids to say something like that? You know what I mean? You don't want your kids to look at you like that. It's like, they're looking at their father like, okay, this man got locked up and he don't even call to talk to us, his own kids. Now, I don't know, how true that is. They just saying that all he does is call and talk to his girlfriend. I don't know. But I'm saying that's not a good look. So that's why I want you to get out of that zone that you in. Because just think about that guy. We don't know whether it's true or not. But what we do know is his kids running around, they thinking that. They thinking like, hey, daddy's locked up and all he want to do is talk to his girlfriend. He don't even care about us. Because I've seen the guy a couple times. And I don't really know the guy like that. He seemed all right. But it's like, I wouldn't want my kids saying that. That's kind of embarrassing. So I want y'all to be out of that zone that you're in and really have stability. I want y'all to have a stable household, stable income, because once you stabilize your income, stabilize your household, your car, your chores, different things like that, you can stabilize everything else around you, including your kids. Once you stabilize yourself. So once you stabilize yourself, your kids will naturally just fall into place. And that's what I want from you. I want y'all to know that I care about y'all. I love y'all as fathers. I want y'all to get out of this rut that you're in. I want y'all to step into 2026 being a new person. And I just want you to be everything you can be. I want you to be everything that God has called you to be. And I want you to be that beacon and light, shining light inside your community, inside of your home, and just have everything that you need. But first, it starts with you just making the improvements that you need. And just remember, you have to take that first step. Once you take the first step, the next step will be shown to you. So remember, this is Kingdom Father's World. You already know, I'm dropping new content. We're coming back this year strong. I'm going to keep going. I fell off for a little bit, but I'm back. In peace, I'm out.